Teachers, what's the most ridiculous excuse a student has given for failing? My students were taking a math final when one of my students, Blake, turned in a completely blank test. 2 minutes into starting it, I stared at the paper. Then, I stared at him. Did you forget to write your answers? He shook his head, completely unfazed. Nope, I answered everything. I blinked. There's literally nothing on this paper. Then, with full confidence, he leaned in and said, my ghost wrote it. I was super confused. My friend Ethan, who got 200 pumped a couple decades ago, wrote the answers in invisible ink. So let me get this straight. You're saying you actually wrote the answers, but with invisible ink? He nodded. Exactly. I sighed. Okay, then let's see them. I grabbed a pen, pretended to check the invisible ink. Nope, there's nothing here. Blake thought for a second, then said, you need to use a special light. Oh? What kind of light? He hesitated. Then he said, a ghost light. You mean a black light? No, a ghost light. They're different things. I looked around to see if there were any cameras, thinking this was probably a prank. It wasn't, so I grabbed a random light and said, I'm using a ghost light, and I don't see anything. He nodded, then said, okay, but Ethan can still read my answers. So I handed him a pen. Great. Summon Ethan and have him rewrite the answers. He froze. Suddenly, Ethan wasn't so helpful. He stared at the blank paper, then at the pen, then at me. Ethan says he's too tired. I burst out laughing. Ethan's tired? Well, tell Ethan he's failing. The class lost it. People were crying from laughter, but I felt bad for him. So I let him retake the test the next day. But when he retook it, all he gave was a blank piece of paper and said, I ran out of ghost ink. He ended up going to summer